Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Haven't made a video in a few days, maybe a week or so. Been fighting off the flu. But anyway, pulled some more saws out of the crate out back. And I'm not even sure what I have here. I'm pretty sure it's an 031, but there's no badge on top. And it was a very similar situation to the other one. I'll spin you guys around here, show you what we got. So this is, I believe, an 031, 032. I think the numbers on it are 1113, which would designate an 032, but obviously it's missing the badge. This had a regular brake handle on it, non-functioning brake. I had another 031 with a brake side cover. I've actually got a couple of these. So anyway, this one's going to go on this saw. The clutch was basically blown apart. These clutches have like a friction brake clutch material on the outside. They just deteriorate and fall off. This clutch came off of another 031, 032. This is just a steel shoe. There is no brake lining or clutch lining on it. So that's the one I put on this saw. But this saw runs pretty good. Very similar situation to the 032. Put some fuel in it. Opened the jets way up. I think I went out like almost 3 turns on this. Once I got it running, started dialing it back in. And I haven't had to do anything else to it. Just started cleaning it up, wiping it down. This one's a little bit different design. The recoil, this is the only piece that comes off. If you want to take this whole housing off, it's part of the tank. So you basically got to strip the whole saw down to get this off. I tried cleaning it out, blowing it out, picking it out. It's packed up with a bunch of grime and stuff, but the saw runs well. It fires right up. There's gunk flying out of it as I'm running it, but it seems to be pretty strong. It's got a little different style muffler on the front. It's just got one port, which is kind of weird. See if I can get a picture of that serial number in there for you. Show you what it is for you guys that wanna look it up. Let's see. Wow, that's not working so well. Hang on. Okay. I think that's an 8 or a 0. I can't tell. 912188. I think it's a, let's dig at that a little bit and see. That is a 9. So 9912188. Like I said, more than likely an 032. This brake handle right here and the side cover that came off of an 031 that I have down here on the floor. It's the older style with the model cast into the top cover. That saw doesn't even have a coil wire sticking out of it. That's as far as I went. I noticed there wasn't a wire, so I left that one alone. But I figured it'd be a good parts one. But anyway, this thing's pretty clean, fires right up, runs pretty good. Just pulling them out of the crate and see if I can get them going, And I haven't been super busy up here. I've just been kind of putzing around. Like I said, haven't been feeling well. Had the flu. Starting to finally get through it now. And hopefully I'll get back to it and making some more videos. And I've been kind of bored, so I've been up here tinkering around and stuff. But anyway, I started hanging up some stuff in the parlor room here. Got some saws lined up. Got kind of all kinds of stuff going on here. I'll turn you around and show you. Yeah, it's getting there. That's a factory 372 right there. Not mine, but I can use it. So I may throw one of them Farmac bars on that and run it with the clone saw. The Amazon 372 clone saw that's over here on the shelf, back here on this bench. Got the 362 XP next to it. And yeah, there's a big 051. That's a big boy. I like that saw. The 056 that I started ripping apart, I was able to get a coil for it, So that's coming. Hopefully we'll get that one running. That's going to be a nice saw. Yeah, I've got my other 056 up in here, tucked up in the, there it is. It's got the full wrap on it, or 3/4 wrap, whatever. And yeah, so that'll be fun having that 056. Got a bunch of projects still left to do. Got the 257 I got to put back together. Got this Johnson Red 2156 here. I got to get into that one a little bit more. I don't know if that piston and cylinder is savable. I haven't done anything other than pull the muffler off, and that's as far as I got. And I saw that it had a score. So yeah, so I'd like to get this room kind of cleaned up and straightened out, hang some more of my saws up, and maybe make this room that I do videos from, at least in the summertime. But I've got a lot of junk to clean out and a lot more organizing to do. There's a little 015 up there. You know, yeah, we got some stuff hanging. The old McCullochs, the 440 clone back there, the Amazon 62, or actually 58cc eBay saw, sorry, 85 bucks. Actually, you know what? I contacted that guy and I said, hey, do you actually have the 62cc saw? Because I'd like one. And he said, oh, sorry, the listing wasn't right. And he sent me back 10 bucks. So I actually only paid $75 for that little 58cc eBay saw. So, I mean, you can't complain for that kind of money to get a saw that actually runs and cuts. That's ridiculous. I don't even think you can rent a chainsaw that cheap. So, yeah, my dad's 029 Farm Boss there. That saw, it hasn't even run in probably 3 or 4 years. There's so many other saws here to use that, you know, they just don't get run. The old 041 Farm Boss, that little saw right there, that little Stihl with the Sumara bar on it, that's actually an MS 180. That's the one I did a video on. Went up with the sprocket tooth count, put an 18-inch bar on it, full chisel chain, and that is my father's favorite saw. So it's light. He's getting older. He's in his, you know, early to mid 70s, and when he wants to cut something, he grabs that little saw just because it's super light and it's fast. So he likes that. Yeah, the old Lombard 5.1 up there on the shelf. A couple of McCullochs, McCulloch Lightweight, Mini Max 6. Got some, what do we got here? 55 Rancher 350 and the ported 359. Got the 365 hanging here. Homelite XL 130, same thing as the XL 76 right there, same saw. I believe, I'm not sure if they're both Canadian models or one's a Canadian model or whatever, but they're the exact same saw. XL 130 and the XL 76. So yeah, then I got a McCulloch here. This is a McCulloch, what is it? Pro 1010 automatic. I don't think I've run that one for you guys. That's a pretty strong saw, and I think it's the smaller of the CCs. I think it's only 54 or 53 cc, something like that. And yeah, we haven't had that one out in a while. We'll get them out. Got a lot of clearing I want to do this summer or spring. Hopefully I can get some time, get up there. I've got a roadway up back that I'd like to cut probably 90% of what's up there, just for firewood. It's all probably 10 inches and under. And basically I want to clear the roadway, both sides. And I'm probably going to cut most of it into 4-foot lengths. And I have a PTO cordwood saw, and that's all perfect stuff for firewood for the barn, like almost no splitting required, which is good. So I have been hand splitting some wood here recently. I got to get a new maul though. I got an 8-pounder with a fiberglass handle, and it's just junk. I'd like to buy a maul head with an axe eye and actually put a single bit axe handle in it. So I like a 6-pounder, not an 8-pounder. So that's something that I'm going to be doing. And I don't mind splitting wood by hand. I did a lot of it when I was younger. And, we have a splitter now, but, you can split wood a lot faster with them all. You really can. I'm going to spin you guys around here again. Yeah, so I've split a lot of wood, as a kid, doing land clearing with my father, and it was basically a full-time job for me for, a couple of winters, and we did a lot of wood. I would cut and split everything with them all. And when I was young like that, working for my father, any of the log jobs, we would pull the tops out. Basically, I got half of every cord of wood that I would cut, split, and deliver. So it worked out great for me, being 18, 19 years old, making good cash on the side, and but yeah, everything with them all, and I didn't mind it. I liked it. I was probably in the best shape of my life while I was doing it. So I'd like to split some more, and it's good exercise for me. I'm getting close to 50, and I gotta do something active. So I'm not a gym going guy. So splitting wood is probably be good exercise for me. But anyway, I want to get my maul set up, and a lot of that wood that I'm going to be cutting this spring. There won't be a ton of splitting, but there'll be some. So I like the idea of being able to cut, 4, 5, 6 foot length stuff, throw it on the forks of the tractor, bring it down. I've got a nice cordwood saw for the PTO on the back of the smaller Massey, and we'll be just bucking it up with a cordwood saw and throwing it in the barn and letting it all dry out for wood for next winter. So, there's a lot of things that I think I'd like to do more of this spring and summer if I have some more time. I want to get out and run the band mill more. We've still got quite a few logs that need to be cut, and most of it is just going to be hemlock for 2x6s, 2x4s, that sort of stuff. Just building and maintaining and fixing things around here on the farm. Nothing. We've got, what do we got? You know what I cut down last year? It's a tamarack tree, and I don't know if you guys have ever heard of a tamarack tree, but it's I think my father told me it's the only fir type tree that loses its needles. I think that's what he said. I can't remember. I'm going to have to ask him again. But anyway, we had some that my father had planted when he was a kid, and they got really huge and too close to the barn. So we cut them down a couple of years ago, and we burned most of it, if not all of it, outside in our fire pit for the summertime when we did our camp outs and stuff like that. But that stuff smells so good when you burn it. I don't know what it is. It's a, like that pine smell, but it's even better. I don't know what it is, but I love the smell of that stuff. So anyway, I've still got some tamarack, and I'm probably going to cut that up. I was going to try to make some boards out of it, but I don't know if I even want the boards. I think I'd rather burn it. I love the smell of it. So, we've got a few pieces of that down in the pasture. We'll pull those up. I don't know. Maybe I'll take one length and rip out some boards, some 1-inch boards or something just to have. But, we do need to get some more logs in here though. We've got a bunch of hemlock, like I said, that needs to be cut. So yeah, stuff that hopefully we'll get more into through the summer. Anyway, I just wanted to put out a little video for you guys. Been, like I said, under the weather, and haven't really put anything out, but I have been, tinkering around up here. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and keep your eyes out. I still got the 257 project to do. I got this 056 Magnum 2 that I got to get finished up. And, these are all for me. These aren't like customer saws or anything. I did have a customer saw in here a couple weeks ago or 2 weeks ago. Yeah, and I never did a video on it. It was another 025 single jet carb, and the guy wanted me to swap it out to a dual jet carb. So I found him a carb. We switched that over. His tank vent was rotted off. So I made a new one, a piece of line with a couple of set screws in it. And what else did we do? Opened up his muffler just a little bit, dialed it in. The guy came over, he cut a little bit with it and was very happy with it. So I made a couple of bucks. He got a saw that runs a lot better that he can dial in now. So I probably should have videoed some of that, but anyway, I've already done, I did an 025 not that long ago. I mean, either way, I probably should have videoed it for you guys. But anyway, just a quick what's going on, where I've been, and thanks for watching, guys. All right.